Judge of the Supreme Court, Justice Said Chitembwe, could be leaving office as a judge following the tribunal's recommendation of his removal.
It is therefore absolutely...
In its report released on Tuesday, the tribunal said the allegations made against Justice Chitembwe by the Judicial Service Commission (JSC) were proven, having considered all evidence tendered and the applicable laws. It followed a series of videos that were released by then Nairobi Governor Mike Sonko and showed the judge had solicited for a bribe to rule in favor of a complainant in a land case.
The tribunal has carried out and completed its inquiry into the allegations against Honorable Mr. Justice Said Chitembwe, as outlined in the petition to His Excellency, the former President. Having considered the allegations as framed in the list of allegations and summary of evidence dated 28 June 2022, in light of the totality of the evidence tendered, the Constitution and applicable law, the tribunal makes the following findings. On allegation 1 and 6 in their list of allegations, the tribunal finds that the judge knew Honorable Sonko, had a relationship with him through marriage, and had ongoing dealings with him over the sale of title number Kwale Galu Kinondo 779 during the pendency of the consolidated petitions, which facts presented reasonable circumstances for the judge to disclose the same to the Honorable Chief Justice, colleague judges on the bench, and parties in the consolidated petitions, and to recuse himself from sitting on the consolidated petitions. I should mention here, Your Excellency, that the consolidated petitions related to the impeachment of Honorable Sonko as Governor of Nairobi County.
The tribunal to investigate the conduct of Justice Chitembwe was formed on May 22, 2022 by then President Uhuru Kenyatta after claims of bribery were leveled against the judge. Justice Mumbi said there is a lot to be admired in Justice Chitembwe's case, saying failure to disclose facts and circumstances to the Chief Justice and parties to the consolidated petition amounted to breach of Article 1075 and 232 of the Constitution.
The second point we found is that these facts and circumstances and the failure to disclose the same to the Chief Justice, colleague judges, and the parties to the consolidated petitions amounted to breach of Articles 10, 75, and 232 of the Constitution and Regulations 9, 19, 20, and 21 of the Judicial Service Code of Conduct and Ethics, Regulations 2020 by the judge. His conduct further undermined the constitutional principles of fair hearing, equality before the law, the right to equal protection and benefit of the law without bias or prejudice guaranteed under Article 51 of the Constitution and ring-fenced under Article 25C thereof.
Court of Appeal Judge Mumbi, while reading the verdict to the President, said the previous cases handled by the accused were also on the radar, where they are said to have amounted to the subversion of justice and going against the profession rules.
The tribunal finds that the actions of the judge in advising parties on the withdrawal of Malindi Civil Appeal number 32 of 2018 and advising on the probable points of appeal from the consolidated petitions, matters in which he had presided, amounted to subversion of justice, lack of professionalism and conduct unbecoming of a judge, contrary to Article 73, 75C of the Constitution, and Regulations 15, 16A and B, and C, 17.3 and 18 of the Code of Conduct and Ethics.
President William Ruto thanked the tribunal for expediting its work, noting that leadership comes with the responsibility and accountability. The head of state said the Constitution remains the guiding principle for all those who have been given the responsibility to serve Kenyans.
And therefore, for us to be a country built on the firm foundation of the rule of law, we must always keep to that narrow path of the rule of law and avoid extra-constitutional, extra-legal means of dealing with one another. It points clearly and squarely that if any arm of government, including the hallowed judiciary go beyond the law, go beyond the Constitution. There is a mechanism for necessary corrective measures that can be done. It is therefore absolutely not necessary to lynch any public officer in the court of public opinion or in any other place.
This means should Chitembwe fail to appeal the tribunal's findings and recommendations, President William Ruto will remove him as a judge by February 17th. The tribunal consisted of Justice Mumbi as the chairperson, Fred Ojiambo, Justice Abida Ali Aroni, Justice Njoki Wamakau, James Ochieng, retired General Jackson Ndungu, and Dr. Lydia Nzomo as members. Kind Stefano, Ebru TV.